A very good morning, class 11th. So, this is our almost last lecture from the chapter that is excretory fluids and their elimination products. Right. I'm going to talk about today the process, that is release of urine from our body, right? That and conduction of urine. So that is I'm going to talk about micturition process today. Before that, there are few substances, I will say abnormal substances, sometimes they are released in our urine, and these that condition is only possible at the time of any disease which you call as the pathological condition. Basically, when your person is suffering from some disease, then these abnormal substances, they can be observed in the urine. So first, if we talk about is the if in urine, if in any individual's urine glucose is coming, then that condition is known as glycosuria. And this condition, the presence of glucose, because you know that glucose is a high threshold substances, right? It is a high, it comes in high threshold substance which is completely or almost complete absorbed by our PCT. But if still in any case the glucose is observed in urine, it means its concentration is more than 180. That time it means there is some disease, there is some disturbance that a person is suffering from. So that condition is seen mainly in the patients that suffer from diabetes, right? Diabetes mellitus, that is the condition when you test those persons urine, there is the presence of glucose. The second abnormal substance which is observed in urine is ketone bodies. Ketone bodies is also observed in the persons that suffer from diabetes mellitus. And what is that is actually acetoacetic acid. It is a example of our ketone bodies. And it is sometime the characteristics of the disease diabetes mellitus, as well as during the starvation. Basically, person continuously not eat, have not eaten anything, sometimes starvation, that is also characteristic of release of ketone bodies. Large amount of your urine has these acetoacetic acid, which is called ketonuria, in the urine. So these two substances are mentioned in our syllabus. So here we will see now conduction of urine, that how is urine that is passed through our urethra. Now for that you need to understand this diagram once again, this is the cortex area, and these I have not drawn here pyramids, I have just drawn the medulla portion. This is our renal medulla, and between the cortex and medulla we have nephron, right? So if I have to enlarge it, so here you can see that this is our nephrons, right, which are present, your Bowman's capsule and glomerulus, they are present in our cortex area, and then loop of Henle and collecting duct, they are present in the medulla area. Now look here very very carefully, that these collecting ducts, many collecting ducts, they join here. This is the, okay, let's make it like this with the dry. This is the collecting duct of one nephron, then that is the collecting duct of another nephron. They open at a common point. These collecting ducts, they open at a one common tube, and that tube is known as duct of Bellini. This is known as duct of Bellini, right? Now we know that from these medullary pyramids, these are the our minor calyx arises, right? Minor calyx, and they join, then they join to form the, they open, all of them open into the bigger larger area which is the major calyx, that we know. So it means this duct of Bellini, it opens into our medullary pyramid, these pyramids, and then these, from these pyramid it opens into minor calyx and then major calyx. Listen to me one again very carefully. Okay, I will show you with the diagram that what is happening here, as this is the collecting duct for one nephron, this is the collecting duct of another nephron. So they are opening, they are releasing their filtrate at a common tube that is known, all the collecting ducts, they are opening, they are releasing their substances into a common tube which is known as duct of Bellini. अब ये duct of Bellini कहाँ पे open हो रही है हमारा, medullary pyramid में. Medullary pyramids, they open into primary calyx, minor calyx, and then they are joined together to form major calyx, right? Minor calyx, and then finally the wide open major calyx. So what is the pathway? What is the pathway? That the collecting duct of nephrons, they are opening into a common tube, right? And that opening into common tube is known as duct of Bellini. Now duct of Bellini, it open into नैरो. अब ये देखो यहाँ पे ये नैरो हो गया, ये पोर्शन दोनों अगर मैं ज्वाइन करूँ ये नैरो पोर्शन हो गया, ऊपर से वाइडर से होता होता नीचे नैरो हो गया. सो ये डक्ट ऑफ बेलिनी फाइनली ओपन इनटू नैरो पोर्शन ऑफ व्हाट इज दिस, मेडुलरी पिरामिड. वहाँ तक पहुँचेगा क्योंकि कलेक्टिंग डक्ट आपका क्या लेके आ रही है, यूरिन, राइट. सो ये यूरिन कहाँ पहुँचेगा, पहले डक्ट ऑफ बेलिनी में, डक्ट ऑफ बेलिनी से होता हुआ फिर कहाँ पहुँचेगा, मेडुलरी पिरामिड के नैरो पार्ट में. मीन्स इफ़ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस रीनल पैपिला, बेसिकली जहाँ पे हमने रीनल पैपिला बोला था. अब ये यहाँ पे ओपन करेगा किसके अंदर, माइनर कैलिक्स, एंड माइनर कैलिक्स दे फाइनली ओपन इनटू major calyx, and major calyx open into this wider portion which is known as renal pelvis. Renal pelvis is joined with the ureter. Ureter opens into the bladder, and bladder is opening into the urethra. Do you are you getting my point? That here ureter, you can add this, that ureter से कहाँ जाएगा हमारा flow, urinary bladder, and from urinary bladder finally it is thrown out from the body by urethra. So again, once again, please look at the flow chart. Collecting duct, look at the flow chart once again, that collecting duct, it is opening, this collecting duct is opening, all they open into a common tube. What is the name of that common tube? That is duct of Bellini. Its name is duct of Bellini. Duct of Bellini open into narrow part of medullary pyramid. Medullary pyramid open into minor calyx. All the portions of minor calyx opens into major calyx. Major calyx open into pelvis. Pelvis join with the ureter. Ureter opens into bladder and finally released through the urethra. This is the conduction of urine, how urine is thrown out from our body. That is the flow chart for that. That is the basically steps that how this goes till the urethra. Now urinary, this ureter, it is from the side that is opening into the bladder. Now this is very, very important. This bladder is having smooth muscles. This bladder is made up of smooth muscles, and the muscle name is asked in NEET examination. The muscle name is detrusor muscles. They are the smooth muscles of our urinary bladder. So our urinary bladder has, it is a muscular organ, right? It is a muscular structure and it has smooth muscles, and the name of muscles is, look at the please spellings, be careful, detrusor. Detrusor. And inner lining, it is covered with the transitional epithelium. It is covered lining with the transitional epithelium. What is the capacity average? That is the 0.5 to 1 liter of urine can be stored in our urinary bladder, right? Now this urinary bladder, one opening is here. Let's make it with purple. One opening is here, one ureter is opening here. Now this bladder has another opening here, that is our origin of urethra. यहाँ से ये ओपन होता है यूरिथ्रा में. सो दिस इज द ओरिजिन. इस यूरिथ्रा के भी दो ओपनिंग्स हैं. वन इज द origin of urethra, and this is guarded, this is protected by our two sphincters. sphincters क्या होते हैं? muscles होते हैं. कौन से muscles होते हैं? circulatory muscles. तो यहाँ पे two sphincters present है. ये क्वेश्चन आता है कि आपका muscular जो contraction relaxation है, basically यहाँ पे urethra के पास there are the two sphincters, and these are the sphincters. को रट्टा नहीं लगाना है. circular muscles को हम sphincters बोलते हैं. होते ये muscles ही हैं. टू टाइप्स ऑफ मसल्स होते हैं. ये टू मसल्स हैं यहाँ पे, इनर साइड पे एंड आउटर साइड पे. इनर साइड इज मेड अप ऑफ स्मूथ मसल्स एंड आउटर साइड इज मेड अप ऑफ स्केलेटल मसल्स. वंस अगेन लिसन टू मी केयरफुली. हम यहाँ यूरिनरी यूरिटर से पहुँचते पहुँचते ये ओपन कहाँ हो रहा है? यूरिनरी bladder में, from the sides. And this urinary bladder, it has muscles. Which muscles? Smooth muscle. What is the name of that muscle? Detrusor. And inner lining, it is covered with the lining which is known as ट्रांजिशनल एपिथीलियम. कौन सा एपिथीलियम है? लिख लीजिएगा प्लीज. राइट इट डाउन इन योर स्मॉल पेस्ट इट ऑन योर वॉल इन योर रूम एंड प्लीज राइट इट इन स्मॉल योर चीट शीट्स. मेक योर चीट शीट्स so that you can revise them at the time of your exams. Now what is the capacity? 0.5 to 1 liter of urine. So origin जो है ऑफ यूरिथ्रा, यहाँ पे जो बेसिकली यूरिनरी ब्लैडर जब ओपन होगा, सो दिस इज ओरिजिन, दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द यूरिथ्रा एंड दिस इज गार्डेड बाय टू स्फिंक्टर. नाउ ये यूरिथ्रा हमें पता है कि फीमेल्स में छोटा होता है. फीमेल्स में इट इज़ 4 सेंटीमीटर एंड इन मेल्स इट इज़ लॉन्ग बिकॉज पोजीशन जो है उनका रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर की वजह से दे हैव द डिफरेंट हाइट. दैट इज़ 20 सेंटीमीटर. मेल्स में ये लंबा होता है. सो दिस इज़ लॉन्ग. सो दीज मसल्स स्फिंक्टर्स, they inner side they are made up of smooth and outer they are skeletal. Now this is the how the urine is thrown out from your body. Now micturition क्या है? Micturition is a process ऑफ रिलीज ऑफ यूरिन, जिसको आप यूरिनेशन भी बोलते हो. सो बेसिकली वॉइडिंग ऑफ यूरिन, प्रोसेस ऑफ रिलीज ऑफ यूरिन, इट इज़ नोन एज मिक्चुरेशन एज वेल एज यूरिनेशन. It is controlled by spinal cord and CNS, and we know very confidently that it means it is a reflex action, right? It is a reflex process. It is also known as micturition reflex. It is known as micturition reflex. It is controlled by our CNS and the spinal cord. Now, stimulus कब मिलता है इसको? When your bladder is half full or half, it is filled, or more than half it is filled, the stimulus is generated, and that stimulus, that response, that reflex is generated at bladder when the stimulus is generated at the bladder when it gets filled half or full. Now this signal is sent to, then from the signal, that the stimulus is sent to now urethra. अब ये जो सिग्नल जनरेट हुआ है आपके ब्लैडर ने रिफ्लेक्स जनरेट कर दिया. दिस इज सेंड टू नाउ यूरिथ्रा. यूरिथ्रा के पास कौन से क्या प्रेजेंट है? नाउ यूरिथ्रा के पास तो मसल्स भी प्रेजेंट हैं. सो व्हेन द सिग्नल इज सेंड टू यूरिथ्रा, डिट्रूसर मसल्स ऑफ ब्लैडर दे स्टार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग. अब हमें पता है एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहा है तो दूसरा तो रिलैक्स करेगा. सो स्फिंक्टर्स हियर रिलैक्स एंड डिट्रूसर मसल्स contract. So this is the time when urine is released, and when we are controlling our this regulation, when we are want to delay this process, then the signal is sent to the inhibitory center. So basically how this urine is released, how micturition process is happening: contraction of detrusor muscles and relaxation of sphincter muscles. Clear? Right. Now if there is delayed in the micturition. Micturition can be delayed by inhibitory center. वो क्या करता है, inhibitory signal भेज देता है कि okay, control it for some time, and this inhibitory center is located on pons, and we know that the pons is our brain stem basically. So where is the inhibitory center? Another question for your NEET, that is inhibitory center to delay our micturition, that is present on pons. And when maximum time the children, basically I have not written here babies, maximum time we are able to hold urine because of this inhibitory center. Now but in babies actually their bladder control, their is not there, basically urine or bladder control, it is not there. They are not able to delay micturition process because they are still under the डेवलपमेंटल प्रोसेस. तो उनमें मसल अभी जो रेगुलेशन है, जो मैच्योरेशन है, वो हो रहा होता है. दे आर अंडर द डेवलपमेंटल प्रोसेस. दे कैन नॉट कंट्रोल देयर ब्लैडर और द यूरिन micturition process. That is why they immediately pass urine. So that is all about our micturition process. Then I will upload one video for diseases separately. Till then, take care. Have a good day.